Welcome back to another day of Food for the Soul. Yes, today I'm going to be doing Mable Goodchild's homemade pizza. She does her own crust. Well, she did her own crust. The sides and stuff, she cooked her own sausage and the ground beef and everything. So today I'm going to do Mable Goodchild's homemade pizza. Welcome back to Food for the Soul. So don't forget to subscribe, like, hit that bell, and leave me a comment for a chance to win an iPhone and a Samsung phone when I hit my 1,000 subscribers. I cut my oven on to 475, and this is the dough I'm making. Like, she used to make her dough from scratch, but I don't know that recipe. So I'm going to use this dough right here. And to one bag of this dough, flour, is a half a cup of hot water. Alright, so I got 3 bags, so I need 3 cups of these right there, of this right here. I got my hot water in, so I use a fork to mix everything up. And so I'm also going to need some flour too. So I'm about to mix this up real good. Ball it up and let it proof, and I'll be right back. So I got my dough just about ready right now. So I also needed some flour with it too. And you also got to knead your dough. You like fold it over some, get some more flour with it. You don't need too much flour. Just enough that it don't stick on your hands. And some to cover your bowl down here too. All right, so I'm also need some oil on it. I got some oil right here. All right, so it's looking like that right there. There's 3 bags. So I'm set it in here, put some on top of it, set it on top of my oven because I don't have a proofer, and let it proof. So I got my dough proofing, and what I'm gonna do right now is cut up some ham. You can use the deli slice ham, the pre-packaged ham. You can use it like any way you want, because some people like the thick ham, see on theirs. So I'm just gonna cut this up right here. I'm not gonna cut it up like really tiny pieces, because I like to see my ham. I'm going to do a couple of more. All right, just like that. So I also got to cut up my bacon. So I also got to do some cook some ground beef and some Italian sausage. So this is what I got going on right now. Got my ground beef. I got them rolled up to little balls. Got that cooking. I already showed you my ham. What I did, we got some pre-cooked bacon. So I just cut it up. Cut it up to the sides that you want it for your pizza, because basically when you're making your pizza, you don't have any guidelines from the restaurant. And this is my sausage right here. I'm just gonna do some little balls while my ground beef is cooking. And when you get your ground beef, it's best to get like the high grade for its less fat. And this sausage I got it from a smokehouse, so it's actually real fresh sausage. There's never been up in the store. So it don't look like it's gonna be a lot, but I'm doing 2 pieces. Mine's gonna be a meat lovers, and my daughter, she just want a pepperoni lover. So let me get through rolling these up. I'll be back again. Got the last bit of my meat cooking right now. This is my this is Italian sausage. Oh yeah, just like that. Check my bread, my dough, and my dough seems like it's just about done proofing. About to set it back. About to take my sausage out. Set it to the side right here. Cut my eye off, and I'll be right back when my dough is done proofing. See, okay, I'm back. So my dough, see, it's finished. So I'm about to put it down here. But first I gotta sprinkle some flour. Make sure that everything is alright with it. Alright, what I do is get my dough out. Dump it down here. Sprinkle some on top because it can get sticky. So I'm about to cut it. Cut it into 3. So let me see the best way for me to do this. Do it like this, this, and like this. So that's my third. The people that say that math don't come into play sometimes when you're grown, that's a lie. Math always come into play. So you just need this dough. And that's the main part about pizza is the dough. That dough gotta be just right. You don't need that dough good, and see, it's not really gonna turn out that the pizza gonna turn out, but it's not gonna turn out as good, see, as it should. because you got to play with that dough some. All right, just like that right there. So what I'm about to do is clean up real quick, put my dough back in my pan, and come back and start setting up everything. All right, so as I said, see, I'm doing 2 pizzas. Mine's gonna be a meat lovers, and my daughter, hers gonna be, say, a pepperoni lover. And mine's gonna be something like a deep dish, because mine's gonna be in a deep dish pan. But hers is gonna be in up in a regular pan. Get my corners real good. And the secret to a good deep dish is your dough gotta be thick. If you don't have any thick dough, then you ain't having no deep dish. You having something else. I don't know what it is, but it's not a deep dish. All right. And make sure there's no holes inside your dough, because bubbles will get into it. So you just got to keep on playing around the edges to make sure your edges don't draw up on you. And the fun part about this is you doing it, say, at the house the way that you want it, instead of always going out just buying stuff. Like this, buying stuff from Pizza Hut and Domino's and Papa John's and Little Caesars and all that. Yes, Little Caesars is cheap, but the quality sometimes don't be all there with that $5 pizza. And the other secret is too, when you get your dough all ready, is get a fork and you poke holes in it. That's to stop your air bubbles. Just like that. So that one there's done. So it's time for the one I'm gonna do for the pepperoni. Pizza, man, this is the kind of food right here that everybody just love, though, for real. I don't know what it is about pizza that everybody loves. It's 2 kind of foods that everybody loves for some reason, besides chicken. And that's hamburgers and pizza. Everybody loves a good hamburger and everybody loves a good pizza. Like, even if the pizza not good, though, people still gonna eat it. Like a burger's a different situation. Like, the burgers ain't good, most people ain't gonna eat it. So just play around the edges and stuff. Make sure there's no holes getting in your dough. So if it is, cover it up real good, because your dough is still gonna rise. There we go, just like that. But So I know that this is gonna be a pretty long video of me doing this, but sometimes it's good to just have fun just doing this, because it's actually fun to me doing this. Making your homemade pizza should be fun. So if it ain't fun to you, then don't do it. But it should be fun for you and your family to just sit back and make a homemade pizza. So I think that's the reason why my grandma did it, because she knew that family time was the most important thing. And you go back and poke holes in it. So if you wanted to, you also can put cornmeal, see, at the bottom of your pan. Some people do that, but I don't do it because it's not in my preference. So I get my pizza sauce. And the pizza sauce is already opened up, so I ain't gonna put too much sauce on that because she don't like too much sauce. She like light sauce. There we go. I'm gonna try to get my edges real good first, and then come back and get my middle. And so it's good, but always get a name brand product. But I feel like the Kroger products is just as good as the name brand products, quality wise. Kroger have some real good products. And no, I'm not advertising Kroger like that. They're just being truthful. So Kroger, you do want to sponsor me by promoting y'all products? So I will be gladly to, because I do know that Kroger have real good product. All right, so that's kind of light. Yeah, that's not heavy. I don't think that's heavy. All right, this is mine right here, that deep dish. And with deep dish and stuff, you gotta have, see, a lot of sauce with it too. That's the whole fun of it. Some people like New York style, and some people like Chicago style, the deep dish. No, I'm not from New York nor Chicago, but me, myself, I prefer the deep dish. There we go. All right. So I got two setups right here with pepperoni. I mean my sauce. See, on both of them. Now it's time to add my mozzarella cheese. So back again, Kroger product. I just think Kroger products are real good. And what should you put down first, the cheese or the meat? Most places do cheese first. Me too. But some places put down the meat first and then cheese, and then more meat and then cheese. Let to each his own with it though. And both of these pieces are looking real good. And yes, I'm going to add more cheese to mine. Because that's a lot of cheese right there. That's a lot of cheese left. And this big 2-pound bag just costs $6.99 mozzarella cheese. And you can't beat that. That's a good price. Alright, I got cheese on both of them. Now, this is mine right here. It didn't look like a lot of meat, but when you spread it around like this, I did just enough. This is my sausage right here. All right, this is gonna be my ham right here. And again, the best part about doing your own pizza is that you can just pack it on there. You can just go crazy with the meat. There we go. That's just going crazy with the meat right there. Crazy! It go crazy! How? Woo! Yeah. I'm just going crazy with that meat. Here go the bacon. Life without bacon is like life without Kool-Aid. Bacon and Kool-Aid is two things you gotta have in your life. Bacon and Kool-Aid. Look at that. Yes, I talk to myself a lot of times by cooking because that's the love and the fun of it too. But like I said, well, you got to have that love for cooking and that fun, that love for it, because that love for it is what brings out the flavor of the food. My pepperoni right here. And again, I just like Kroger products because it's cheaper and the food quality is good. And I'm still working hard for my 1,000 subscriber. I'm at 152, see at the moment right here. So I just hope one day that it just jumps up, that people just start realizing my channel, saying liking it and subscribing to it. Because I love what I do. And that's cooking. Since it's a pepperoni lover, I'm just going to pack more pepperoni on it. Damn, look at all that. I'm going to write the pepperoni on mine too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We got a couple more pieces left in here. One right here. And one right here. And put the last one right here. So I'm going to add more cheese to mine. Because mine is going to be a piece of pie. Just like that. You can't go wrong with all this cheese. That's just ridiculous looking good right there. And for the pepperoni, You don't have to, but just what I do, just sprinkle just a little bit on top of it, too. Just like that. So if y'all sitting back wondering, well, why did he cut it up in 3 pieces? I'm just gonna use 2. Aha! I'm gonna use 3. And the reason for this is I'm gonna do something different with this last piece right here, which I'm gonna need me a little bit more flour. We're throwing some flour out here, not a lot, just a little bit. Make sure the stuff don't get all sticky. Right, you round out the dough. Get the edges and stuff real good. And somebody got a loud car too, so you probably can hear that. A real loud car. No muffler. Yeah, that car right there, like 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, be waking you up. There we go. And this is not part of Mable Goodchild's recipe right here. This is something that I like to do when I do my pizzas. Sometimes I like to just switch stuff up and do something different with it too, which is going to be a little pizza still, but it's going to be a little bit different. See, I need me a rolling pin, but I can't find mine right now because I haven't used it in a while. I'm just gonna knead my fingers with it. All right, give me a little bit sauce. So just pour it right down the middle, like that. Get you one of these and just because you ain't gonna need like too much sauce on it here. This is a very, very little. Get it like that. Get the cheese, put the cheese in the middle. So if you want to, just spread it out a little bit. Make sure most of it sitting in the middle. And you can get the rest of your meat left. The rest of your meat left if you have some left. See, if not, just use all pepperoni. And pepperoni will do the job for it. So I have a little bit more meat left too. So I'm going to use that with it. All right. You can use a whole lot of pepperoni. See for this right here. Add more cheese to my sides because I hate getting stuff and right around the edges don't have cheese on it. Be like, man, what are they thinking? It just be straight dough, like it ain't no kind of sauce, no nothing, just straight dough. All right, like this. So I got a little bit more meat left, so I'm just gonna spread it over. A little bit of bacon left. Not that much. And you get a little more cheese. And you sprinkle it on top like this. And you roll it over. Alright, so it's like that, and I just cut it. You need to cut it. Just like that. Make sure your knife is real sharp. You can see like mine's kind of dull, but it's doing the job though. Alright, get your pan right here. And just start sitting it on here. Standing up. I'm gonna lay it down. Nah, I'm gonna stand it up like that. We are normally always do it, just stand it up. There we go. And just get the rest of here, all the goodness, and just set it on top of some of them. So that's what the third one is used for. So throw this in the oven. And I'm going to be back with the finished product. So this is my finished product. This is the pepperoni pizza right here. This is my deep dish. And this is my little pizza rolls right here. And that's the way, see, I like my crust kind of burn at the top, because with the deep dish, when you get in the middle of it, it's all good. And this is the way the pepperoni pizza is. You don't see the pepperoni, but it's covered up with cheese.